Hi Deepa. So we have about 30 to 35 minutes. We are going to have a conversation. I know what's going to come out. I have no idea what's going to come out of it. This is being recorded because for our own learning purposes in the cohort. Uh, how would you like to start our conversation?
So when I volunteered in the morning, I think I had two topics to bring. But I think during the day, I came in touch with something very deep for me, and I thought that could be something that I could bring. So I think yeah, I'm ready to share that so that it's a very I feel vulnerable as I share it, but I think I want to speak about it. You know what I've been observing, and I even observed yesterday, but I didn't pay attention to it. But today, I think towards the afternoon, I started feeling and I started deeply feeling a sense of void. Like, void isn't, I don't enjoy this English word, but khalipan. And then when I was, mm, I run a leadership cohort, and we do an emotions check-in every day as a part of the cohort because to just become emotionally aware. So when I was everybody checks in, I also check in. So I wrote their void, and then I know void is not an emotion. And then I started like that's the whole idea. When we write, then we also inquire. And I've been feeling, and I've been thinking, what is the exact feeling? And the feeling is sadness. I'm sad. Now, when I look at my life right now, and even yesterday, I had a fantastic day in school. Like the special needs children I taught, they did something which has not happened in the last 1.5 years. And the principal was there in my class, and he told me that we must get these children to perform. So in school, I'm doing well. In my work, I'm doing well. Nothing to complain. Mm, yeah, what I touch turns to gold. Uh, my outer energy, there's no single person who comes in contact with me and says that does not appreciate my energy. And I'm a firm believer is what is inside is outside. But I'm aware that what's outside is not inside. And I'm confused because it defies my own belief. And I don't know why. And I tell you today what happened. So there's a lamp that's lit. I mean, I do it as there is this lamp that's lit, and it's always lit. It's a Kandi Deepa. So I'm doing it as a spiritual practice so that I can feel my inner light all the time. And what I saw today, my God, I've never seen it before, Shri. Like that hole where there was a wick, uske upar, there was this black thing. It has never happened. It was such a thick black thing, and my heart, like you can see the black mark right now also on my hands. My heart was pounding, and I'm crying. And the feeling is that I'm being gripped by some shadow, something which is beyond me. And and then I wrote to my teacher, "Ki this is happening," and he told me, "Don't overthink, just take it and wash it." So I did that and I washed it. You will not believe it. The moment I washed it, the wick was there without the black thing, and then it had extinguished. So I am quiet and I'm crying, you know. And then he told me, "Just don't overthink. chant your mantra. So I'm quite, I was quite shaken. Like I took a picture of it, but I don't need the picture. It is so vivid. My God. I mean, right now also as I say it, my heart is choked and my breath is locked. It was such a thick black. I have never seen something like this. Like it felt like a being. And to just show me what's happening inside, but I don't understand it. And my teacher told me I will talk to you later. So I just left it. So I mean I'm quite disturbed. And then I was thinking, if okay, because I volunteered, okay, I'll show up, but if somebody else wants to, then they can go. But this is what is my truth right now.
Deepa, I heard you share a lot of things, started with vulnerability, void, and then say, hey, no, it's Kalipal. And you use this lamp as a metaphor. And you see, inside, I feel very sad, though there are a lot of things going in my favor, right? The school and so on and so forth. I really want to acknowledge that you are open, candid, and are willing to make yourself vulnerable amidst this cohort. I really want to do that. Now, as you're sharing this with me, Deepa, right now, how are you feeling?
Like I said, no, heavy. My everything is heavy. Uh, like how I described, I still feel my heart pounding, my breath heavy. Yeah, it's a heavy breath. And I don't know if it's a conversation for a coaching session. I know that you're not going to do anything with it. I mean, I know it. But since it's my truth right now, I'm sharing.
So you mentioned the word truth couple of times, and you're feeling heavy. How would you like to explore it right now?
Hmm. I'm not getting any clues. How would I like to explore? I don't know. I don't know.
So right now you're feeling heavy. By end of this conversation, how would you like to feel?
I don't want to have a end result uh, because I am not trying to wish away the heaviness. I'm okay to stay with the heaviness. Um, I think by the end of the conversation, um, probably we could explore. Yeah, I think, uh, when I saw that, the dark, that thing, and the flame, the light, it was quite stark. and maybe just exploring that. I mean, because dark and light, I keep exploring most of the time. So maybe exploring what does it mean to me in my life right now? What's dark? What's light?
You said I'm not expecting end results by the session. You want to stay with the heaviness, and now you're saying, yeah, I want
No,
to
I'm saying
explore.
that I'm not saying I want to stay. If it is there, it's fine. I don't want to say from heavy, I want to move to light or anything. An exploration is enough.
So the exploration of the dark and the light, what is making it important for you?
Just that visual, because I am an imagery person, that visual is very, very, it is vivid in my eyes. It is loud, especially the dark. Maybe there's a connection of the dark with sadness. Maybe it's all happening at this time and it's never happened before like this. I've been having this lamp for some time. So maybe there's a connection. Like if I would have journaled at in my space, I would have done that.
So I'm hearing there could be some connection between dark and sadness. While ago, I also heard this word shadow.
And heaviness. Sadness and heaviness. Let's leave the shadow. I don't want to get there right now. It's too much for me right now to get there.
So what do these words mean to you, Deepa?
Which words?
Dark, sadness, heaviness.
Dark is what I saw that was black, jet black. Yeah, that's what it is. And darkness, sorry, I forgot the other two.
Sadness, heaviness.
Sadness. What does sadness mean to me? No, is that what you're asking? Uh, Sadness. I'm feeling that emotion. That's what it is. And I'm it's not so it's a different kind of it's a void, which is, and the void and the dark and the black looks similar. It feels like there's a lot of light in life with the film of the dark. That's how it feels. And heaviness is what I'm feeling in my heart, chest actually. In fact, the whole of the rhythmical system, I feel it, including the breath. That's a sensation.
I heard this word void a few times, and earlier you said it's not void, it's Kalipan. Now, as you're
Same,
speaking,
same. It's the same. No, it's not void. Nahi. In Hindi, it is called Khalipan. But I love the word Khalipan more than the void.
so what does that really mean to you?
Empty. सब है but empty है. क्या empty है पता नहीं.
So you also created this visual saying there's light and there's a dark film.
Huh.
And what does that metaphor mean to you?
Right, and I'm just feeling too heavy to even think of all this. The light feels bright, which is also me, both in my inner and external. There is light for sure. The dark is more in the inner. It is not in the outer. So there is definitely more light than the dark. But what I saw as an image was not that. The image was so profound that black was much more than the light. My God. I don't know. I mean, I thought I was hallucinating. But no, it was real. This was all happening when the that entrepreneur spotlight was going on. This whole drama was happening at that time between 4 and 5.
So, Deepa, I'm noticing something. While you are saying that you're feeling heaviness in your self, I'm also noticing that you're smiling, you're having a conversation with a lot of ease. And what is helping you to do that right now?
See, I'm disconnected. I'm totally dissociated. That's how, that's what I am doing right now. And I'm a master at it. I can do that very easily. And I think smiling also because I'm picking it from you. And if it helps my disconnection, why not? क्या फर्क पड़ता
So we've been on this topic for about close to 20 minutes.
है?
How is this conversation helping you so far?
The first thought that's coming is I've become a coachee after a very long time in such a practice thing. And also, the thing is that normally, whenever I want to bring something, it's always very deep and vulnerable. And I just, not always I'm okay to to be heard. it almost feels like very raw. So that's the first thought that's coming. And the other thought that's coming right now is that for sure, uh, that image is very powerful. Like yeah, I'm going to journal it, and I'm still not sure whether I need to journal. I need to explore the dark or the light. I don't know that. My teacher told me to forget it, but the visual is very strong. So,
So in the
or
beginning, I
maybe,
heard you. Correct.
or maybe just sleeping and uh, not doing anything could also be a good strategy, and that's good too. So I'm still not sure, but as I'm telling right now, maybe not dwelling on it feels like a good thing, and just letting it pass and treating that spoken about it right now is enough for now.
So when you
Not
started, you
needing
said,
to do anything more. Sorry.
yeah, sorry, I interrupted. So when you started, you said, I want to explore the dark and the light. Now you're saying
Hmm.
that maybe I need to explore one of them. Uh, in the remaining time that we have, I think we have close to about whatever, 10 minutes. What would make this conversation very enriching for you?
As I'm looking at my board, right in front of me, my 2024 vision chart, I have shown it to you, and the sunflower that I had drawn as a mandala is is just popping out to me, and what it's telling me is your light. It feels like it's moving, uh, and I can hear almost something telling me that focus on the light. Yeah, I think that's what the silence is telling me. And as I see the flame right now, it's pure light. So looks like that's beneficial for me right now. While I hold the image, I'm not ignoring the black. Again, what's uh, beneficial is the light for now. Yeah. And I'm just wondering, what does light mean to me? Um, I mean, there are two ways I look at it. One is, so I'm just sharing what's coming. For me, this light is really, I feel it here. I feel it. It's like warmth that spreads inside me, and it's warmth, it's nurture, it's love for self. It's that divine mother who holds me, who is in me, who I feel, who is the source of the manifestation of my entire 2024 vision. And it's really urging me to look at the core reason of my birth on this earth. Yeah. I'm born for a very big reason. So I'm wondering, is the void an indication for me to really deeply look at this? And I can just read out what is the real core. I mean, there are many elements in the vision, but spread a movement of self mastery for sustained success. And there are lots of keywords written there: silence, movement, fun, inner being, Vedanta, energy, strength, purpose, rhythms, presence, allow, and all of this is light. Why are you smiling?
I heard you say the reason for my birth on this earth. It rhymed very nicely.
Acha, okay. I mean, this is the dialogue I tell many times to myself.
Uh,
And when I tell this, my children, sometimes even Mahesh tells me, बस हो गया spiritual ज्ञान. But my children surely tell me,
right.
बहुत हो गया spiritual ज्ञान.
Yeah. Deepa, I'm sensing that something has moved for you.
Yeah,
Where is the heaviness right now?
I don't sense. If you really see the way I'm looking, yeah, and my flame is below the eye level, my vision is above my eye level, yeah. So, and this is something I'm aware of. Like when I look up, there's a reason why I've placed the vision there, not so much at my eye level, because I find that inspirational, aspirational. And I think where it is where it is meant to be, and that's light and the way it is. This is the source of my energy. I still do not know It's not that I'm disconnected from this. Even today, I took actions. Uh, then why does the void exist? Exist? I do not know. And I am experiencing the void even now. There is the void. I can feel it. I feel the void in my stomach. It's not the place where I feel heavy. I feel heaviness in my rhythmical system. I feel the void in my stomach. Yeah, I had anyways planned to dialogue with my body to figure. Maybe I'll just do that.
So Deepak, we are running against time. If you want to explore this further, we can always schedule some time and have a deeper exploration. So far in the conversation, what are you learning?
Focus on light. I think what my teacher said is correct. And what light means to me is my purpose. Is the purpose that I have written based on my understanding and what I want to create. And my purpose enables me to look up.
Focus on your light. So what is coming up for you as a next step that you would take to focus on that?
Next step. I just feel like sitting like this and looking at this. That's all I feel like doing. I don't feel like taking any more action. You know, it's like the way I see this now, I have lots of words written. Those are nitty-gritties. I don't feel like focusing on them. I just feel like connecting with the essence of the verse. That's it. And that's good enough for me right now.
Just to be sure, how would you know that you're not going back to the dark?
Oh, I will go back to the dark, but it would be my choice. It's not that I will not go. I'm not scared of the dark because it's there very vividly. Uh, yeah, I might go.
I'm hearing I might go. What will that give you going back to the dark?
Going back to the dark. I don't know. But dark just is, no? I think I will just acknowledge the presence of both. See, but if you really see my vision chart, I haven't drawn the dark vision, it's only the light. So the light has so much more power. It's so, it's such a large sheet.
So we
Yeah, I
are
mean, that's
on
it.
top of time, Deepa. If you have to summarize this entire conversation for yourself and close this, how would you like to close?
I think I started with the visual of the light and the dark, uh, and I shared my experience of void sadness. I don't know in what sequence we went, but the conversation of heaviness and sadness, void, kalipan, emptiness. Uh, and then I'm connecting with the light, which is right in front of me, very clearly detailed, and this came to me uh, very naturally. Um, so feels like connecting to this while I acknowledge the dark is a good place to be.
So I really want to appreciate Deepa once again for going to places that are very uncomfortable and staying and being very vulnerable and open to respond to my questions.